Have you ever wondered what happens when love doesn't end? When even death itself cannot break the connection between two souls? There's a movie, What Dreams May Come, where Robin Williams plays a man named Chris who dies in an accident. But even after death, his story doesn't end. It begins again, because he loves his wife so deeply that when she loses hope and takes her own life, he doesn't stay in heaven. He walks into hell to bring her back. Think about that. A man who has everything, peace, beauty, eternity, leaves heaven to rescue love. That's not a fantasy. That's a message. That's a mirror showing us what love, faith, and courage really mean. We live in a world where people say love fades, dreams die, hope is fragile. But I ask you, does it really die? Or do we just stop believing? Do we stop fighting for it? You see, Robin Williams' character teaches us something extraordinary. Heaven isn't a place you go when you die. Heaven is something you build when you truly love, when you forgive, when you hold someone's hand, even when your own world is falling apart. Hell isn't a pit of fire. It's when you give up, when you lose faith in yourself, when you believe that pain is all there is. We all have our own hells, the moments when life breaks us open, when we lose someone, when dreams collapse, when every breath feels heavy. But what if, just what if, those moments aren't meant to destroy us, but to awaken us? What if pain is the bridge between who we are and who we're meant to be? Let me ask you something. How many of you have faced something that felt unbearable? A loss, a heartbreak, a failure that made you question your worth? And yet, you're still here. You're still breathing. That means something inside you didn't give up. That's the same power that took Chris into the depths of despair to find his wife. It's the same power that keeps mothers awake at night praying for their children, that makes artists paint through pain, that makes broken people smile again. That power has a name. It's love. But love isn't just between two people. It's a way of living. It's the decision to see light when everything is dark. It's the courage to forgive the world for being cruel. It's the willingness to rebuild, even when your hands are shaking. Love is the language of the soul, and pain is its teacher. Without pain, love would have no depth. Without loss, joy would have no meaning. There's a scene in the movie where Chris walks through landscapes that are literally painted by his imagination. He creates heaven with the same colors he used to paint with his wife. That's powerful, because it means the life we create in our minds, the thoughts we hold, the pictures we believe in, they shape our reality. Every dream, every fear, every belief is a brushstroke. What kind of picture are you painting for your life? One filled with regret, or one glowing with purpose? Sometimes heaven and hell are just different perspectives of the same place. Two people can stand in the same storm. One sees destruction, the other sees cleansing. The difference isn't the storm, it's the heart. Your heart decides where you live. That's what Robin Williams' character shows us, that paradise is not somewhere else. It's the peace you carry within. Now let's go deeper. Why do we fear death so much? Why do we fear endings? Maybe because we've forgotten that nothing truly ends. It only transforms. Energy doesn't die. Love doesn't die. It just changes form. The person you loved, the dream you lost, the time that slipped away, they all still live inside you. They become part of your story. The question is, are you honoring that story, or are you burying it under fear and regret? There's a moment when Chris's wife is trapped in her own darkness. She can't see him. She doesn't even recognize his voice. And yet he stays. He refuses to leave. He sits in the silence of her pain and whispers, "And I'm here." That's love. Love doesn't always fix you. It stays with you until you remember how to fix yourself. Think about your life. Who are the people that sat with you in your silence? Who didn't walk away when you were lost? And if you find yourself alone right now, maybe you're meant to be that person for someone else. Because sometimes saving another soul is how we save our own. Every day we wake up, we have a choice, to live half asleep or to live wide awake, to feel everything, to love deeply, to take risks, to forgive, to keep walking even when the path disappears under our feet. Most people choose comfort. They build small heavens around themselves and call it safety. But real heaven begins when you walk through your personal hell and come out with open eyes. You see, Robin Williams didn't just act in that movie. He lived that truth. The man who made millions laugh was also fighting his own storms. He understood pain so deeply that he turned it into light for others. That's what true greatness is. Not being perfect, but being real enough to touch hearts. So, Let me ask you, are you living or are you merely existing? Are you loving with your whole heart or are you waiting for a safer time? Are you building a heaven within or are you living in self-made prisons of fear and regret? Maybe the point of life isn't to avoid pain, but to use it as fire, to burn away what isn't real. Maybe the reason we suffer is to discover the strength that was sleeping inside us all along. Maybe we lose people not to be broken, but to learn how to love them beyond form, beyond time, beyond death. The movie shows us that souls are connected through something bigger than the world's logic. It's the same connection that ties us all together. The same reason why a stranger's kindness can bring you to tears. Why a song can make you feel alive again. Why the stars make you feel small and infinite at the same time. We're not bodies with souls. We're souls having a human experience. And if that's true, if this world is just a classroom for the soul, then every challenge, every heartbreak, every goodbye is a lesson. A lesson in becoming more compassionate, more awake, more divine. So when you face pain, ask not, why me? But, what is this trying to teach me? Because when you change that question, your whole life begins to shift. There's beauty in brokenness, there's light in loss, there's purpose in pain, but you have to be willing to look closely. The universe hides diamonds in the dark. And here's something most people forget. Your dreams are not just wishes. They are directions from your soul. If you feel pulled toward something, creating, teaching, healing, loving, it's not random. It's your soul remembering why it came here. Don't silence that calling just because it's hard. Heaven is not the reward for avoiding struggle. It's the gift for embracing it. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who inspire you. None of them had an easy path. Every one of them walked through fire, and yet they found beauty there. That's the secret. Heaven isn't found after life, it's created during it. So my friends, don't run from your hell. Walk through it. Paint it with your courage. Light it with your love. Build your heaven inside it. Because the truth is, everything you are searching for is already within you. One day you'll look back and realize every loss shaped you. Every tear washed away illusion. Every mistake made you humble enough to see the truth. And the truth is, you were never alone. You never are. The people you love, even the ones who've gone, are not gone. They're part of your heartbeat. Every time you laugh, every time you forgive, every time you choose kindness over anger, they live again through you. Robin Williams' What Dreams May Come isn't just about death. It's about awakening. It's about seeing that love doesn't need time or space to survive. It's about remembering that the soul never dies. It only transforms. And maybe that's what heaven really is, remembering who we truly are. So if today your world feels dark, remember this: your story isn't over. There's still light waiting for you. You just have to open your heart again. You just have to believe that love is worth crossing any distance, any pain, any lifetime for. Because in the end, that's what it all comes down to. Love. Not the fragile kind that depends on conditions, but the eternal kind that survives everything. And one day, when you look around at your life, you'll realize heaven isn't somewhere you go. It's something you've been building all along, with every act of kindness, every brave choice, every moment you refuse to give up. So laugh until you cry until you heal, love until you lose fear, and live so fully that when your time comes, you'll smile and say, I've already been to heaven. I carried it within me all my life.